game to being able to play through the middle. It's quite remarkable actually that he's made this transition and he's made it work to such a great extent.
He's getting the best out of him, will count for so much. Johannesson Thordarson gets his pass away. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Thuram. Tries a shot!
I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Kamavinga with the short one. Lovely feet. Plays it in low. He can get that clear. Iceland can counter promptly here. Played out to the left flank. He is just caressing the ball. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Mbappe. Purring through the gears. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Over to the left. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe. Thuram. Looking tidy in possession here. Towards the front line. Kamavinga. Thuram. For Nkunku. Big chance!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. France clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score, which the Poles recovered.
France breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Calmly anticipates. Well timed, excellent interception. Rabiot. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played out towards the right wing. That's good play. Traoré.
France, well Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this.
Thuram! Let's come loose here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Johannesson do have a chance to counter here. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Traoré. Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. Iceland are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, individual responsibility levels have to start kicking in to rescue things from what's been a bad start.
And here's Mbappe. And again, they are repelled. Now, who's going to be first to this? Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He'll shoot it. That's caused a worry or two.
He's getting an earful from his teammates, so we can assume he knows why.
Tramini. Koundé. Throw it. Koundé.
Really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Johnson chasing after it.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Aim forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pavard. Rabiot. Forward it goes. Nice sequence. And the shot! Saliba cuts it out. Camavinga. Traoré.
Iceland really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And they're quick to get it back. Goodmanson. And Gunnarsson. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
And it's Rabiot. Traoré. Camavinga plays it short. Can he get away here? Camavinga. Oh, what? He's got the shot away!
Did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Hernandez. And it's Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. Well, that is a good... Mbappe!
More than decent attempt, Peter.
Hernandez. Traoré. And it's Rabiot. And it's played forward. Passing nice and neat. Forward. Johnson is onto it in a flash. Koundé. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Saliba. Nkunku. And here's a Oh, that's a key interception. Chooses to go cross-field. Nkunku has found the net here, of course. Hernandez could try cutting inside here. That's been cut out, well played. Shifted upfield. That's very neat. And here's Thuram. That's a throw. Can he get away here? Hernandez, great! Well, the counter could be on here. Early ball out from the back. And here's Thuram. Nkunku. And the shot! Johnson is hailing after that one. He's in plenty of space here. He's in space and looking for options. He's going to play for a goal kick. Koundé. Here's Mbappe. Out to the right. Rabiot. Traoré. And here's Rabiot. Played into the middle. Goodison clears it away. Rabiot. There's the hit! Rabiot. Now the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. So much time and space. Shot a goal! Well, that is one way to stop him. Havard. Koundé might just make this. And here's Mbappe.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And he's there to clear it. That's tidy. Climbs up big! And he couldn't get any direction he needed.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Koundé. Traoré. Hernandez. And it's Rabiot for Nkunku. And here's Mbappe. Thuram! Johannesson. Iceland have it back and they can go again. Good spell of possession, and he's had it. Well, someone's doing
doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Looking for options for movement. Aimed it towards the centre. He'll try to keep this alive. And that's a throw. Defending of the desperate variety. Camavinga gets across to intercept that. He's having a go! Both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Iceland don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in the second half. They can't hold back though.
He's not looking for safety. Nkunku proves just a little bit too strong. In towards the back stick.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Rabiot. Hernandez. Here's Chouameni. Nkunku. And here's Mbappe. To safety, linked it back promptly. Nkunku, another pass, just keeps it ticking over, in towards the middle. Goodmanson. Johnson looks to get on the end of this.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Goodmanson. Johannesson. Played out to the right. Pavard. Moved on forwards. Here's Chouameni. Hernandez. Chouameni. He's had it taken off him. Chance here to counter. Pavard. France looking to pass their way through. Passes short and sharp. And it's Rabiot. It's Camavinga. He's tried one! Goalkeeper's ball. Goodmanson. And it's Goodmanson. Plays it forward. Fordos. Forwards and with intent. It's just beyond his reach. Good game. And it's Rabiot. Here's Chouameni. Well, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Oh, good ball. Oh, heaved it away. Saliba cuts out the pass. And here's Mbappe. Thuram!
Well, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Gunnarsson. Shifted upfield. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Forward it goes. Some really good ball movement. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nkunku. Played out wide. It's Rabiot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And here's Thuram. Nkunku! Played forward. Well read. Nice interception. Here's Mbappe, and here's Thuram. Camavinga. Rabiot. Oh, it's come loose. And that has been clubbed away. And back to the keeper they go. Long ball by the goalkeeper. But he's forced to go back. Played in with accuracy. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, good spread.
Iceland showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Saliba, aim forwards. Koundé, great run on the overlap here. Delivers with whip.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gently done. Out to the right. Nice touch. Goodmanson crosses. Saliba clears it away. Just eases him off the ball. Nkunku. Nkunku. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. No way through there. Plenty to aim at here. Now here's the delivery. He defeats it all away. Goodmanson. Goes forward. Saliba makes the interception. Rabiot. Nkunku. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Moved on forwards. Out to the left it goes. Rabiot. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Keeper's got good distance on that. Nkunku. And here's Mbappe. Koundé. Hit into the middle. Cleared without complication. Away from immediate danger. Koundé. Camavinga. Long ball looking to counter. Koundé. Ah, such a clever touch. That's not going far. Well seen too. Camavinga, and here's Thuram. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Thuram. Camavinga, cross goes in there. There's the clearance. Koundé. He's managed to get free. Played out to the right. He's going to be pulled back for that one. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Camavinga with the cross.
Croats surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Koundé and Kunku. Oh, great chance! Been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Iceland present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted. Really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
And he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Forwards, Camavinga, Nkunku, and here's Thuram. Oh, it's chance missed.
Mbappe really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
But it goes, and that's aimed into the middle.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Iceland have a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Iceland really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Chouameni. France finding their passes. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Nkunku. And it's Rabiot.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Mbappe. Now it's Thuram.
France can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Saliba. Oh, unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Shifted upfield, spread out to the left. In comes the corner.
France probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Hernandez and Pavard. Rabiot.
Well, at the moment, we're seeing an attempt to manage the advantage.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Moved on forwards. Koundé. Or Saliba. It's Camavinga. Forwards with intent. And here's Mbappe. Played out towards the right wing. Hits a goal kick. We are into overtime. So that's it. It is all over. Identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, here's a player who can contribute in so many ways, Theo Hernandez. He showed himself to be not just an effective crosser, but capable of excellent passing from deep, as well as being a pretty decent finisher. Playing for the right team, he probably could get himself into double figures.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. This might spell danger. Cut short. Nkunku.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's played forward. Saliba makes the interception. Gently done. Thuram. Touch out averted for now. Goodison. Shifted upfield. Koundé. Saliba. Here's Chouameni. And it's Rabiot. It's Camavinga. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's hard nicked away. Nkunku. Rabiot. Chouameni. Back in possession and ready to go again. Camavinga. Turan. It's Camavinga. And here's Nkunku. And the shot!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Camavinga with the cross, firmly met, and now a sudden chance to counter. And the shot!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Knocked away. Tchouaméni, Camavinga. In comes the cross. Goodison attempts a clearance. Driven forward. Johnson is onto it in a flash. Saliba.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And he's there to clear it. Iceland can start a counter here. Oh, Cuckoo! Oh, France! The breakthrough strike! Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Pavard. Saliba. Koundé. quarter of an hour played. And the finish! Moved on forwards. Tromeni gets over and intercepts. France finding their passes. Nkunku. Kamavinga. Kunde. Kunde is the guilty party there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Nkunku. Here's Tromeni for Nkunku. Forwards and with intent. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Here's Mbappe. Referee has just said play on. For Johnson might just make this. Mbappe looking tiny in possession here. Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Johannesson, and it's Goodmanson, chooses to go cross-field. Forward it goes, looking for options for movement. He's trying to skip past his man. Deflected over the goal line for a corner. Goodmanson plays it short. Lovely feet. Goodmanson. Retrieved, albeit perhaps momentary. France can counter promptly here. Kamavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good spread. Kunde. That's very neat. There's the hit! It's rather wayward. Saliba, Pavard, now Saliba, out of play for a throw. Mbappe. Nkunku does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Shot a goal! That's a good run down the left. What a throw in. Hernandez. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Great lead!
What a great lead. You had no right to get to that. Hernandez. And Pavard. Saliba. Koundé. Saliba. Pavard. To the right. Oh, that's nice. Traoré. Played out to the right. Up to me. It really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source. Hernandez and Koundé, Nkunku, and here's Mbappe. Here's Mbappe. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. They just lack the cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Rabiot.
Iceland certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Nkunku. Now this could be...
Iceland is still behind as we reach out for half-time. Just eases him off the ball. Koundé. And here's him. Tries a shot! Ball that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. That was just poor decision making and a weak execution. And here's Thuram. Thuram! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Challenge there.
has found a way through. Back when it goes. Mbappe! Mbappe! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
France have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Saliba for Nkunku. Hernandez. It's Camavinga. Nkunku. And it's Rabiot. Steps in, and that's the end of that.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality, and
Thuram!
one sloppy lapse like that could do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Saliba. And Pavard. Stood up well to him there. And it's played forward. For Dawson. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's Goodmanson. She changes him with that pass. Mbappe! Played out towards the right wing. Very nicely done. Cleared without complication.
Pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Off we go once more.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Koundé. Mignon sends that a long way. Nice control. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe! No, again there's no way through. Johannesson. Gently done.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nkunku. Hernandez. And that has been cleared. And they can counter here. Opts for safety. That's been drilled forward. Pinches it off him. Corners. Some really good ball movement. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to bicep. Thordos. That's an excellent interception. Nkunku. Thordos. Forwards and with intent. Keeper's ball. Well, that's well seen too. One ball by the goalkeeper. And he's there to make the challenge. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Goodmanson. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Out to the left it goes. Crossed into the middle. Kunde moved on forwards. Nkunku.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tchouaméni. Hernandez. And here's Thuram. Oh, that's neat. Hernandez with the delivery. And here's the chance to counter. Dawson looks to bypass the midfield. And he cuts out the supply. Camavinga. Nkunku. Can he spark a counter here? Goodmanson. Swung over.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Nkunku. That's a good foot in there. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Goodison goes direct to the front line. It's just beyond his reach. Forward it goes. Camavinga shifted upfield. It's a good spell of possession. both reading it and dealing with it. Moved on forwards. Nkunku. Forwards and with intent. Camavinga. Gudjonsson do have a chance to counter here. Well timed, excellent interception. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And it's Rabiot. Turns and goes back. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's a sharp little ball here. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, that's delightful. Wants to play it back. Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive. That's what has to be done now, no question about it. There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. Spot on, Peter. Looking to break at pace. Thuram, this is promising. It's run loose here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Chouameni. Camavinga. Camavinga with the cross. Now the finish! Sticks it away! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was. Absolutely top notch.
Changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Hernandez is onto it in a flash. Neatly clipped into space. Hernandez. Nkunku. And here's Thuram. Can he finish?
Certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Saliba. It's Camavinga. And Pavard. Koundé. Now he's off and running. And here's Mbappe. And here's Nkunku. And here's Mbappe. Here's on Kunku. And now the breakaway. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's played forward. And it's hoisted clear. Fordos. Saliba, Rabiot, and Koundé, Saliba, here's Tchouaméni, France looking to pass them. Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper. Tchouaméni cuts out the pass, forward it goes. Thuram. Here's the delivery. Kane put it away! Yes! And they are cruising away. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, shooting chance! Hernandez. Gudjonsson. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time, and is forced to go back. Aim forwards, calmly anticipates. Tchouaméni. Koundé. Now Saliba. Gently done. Looking tidy in possession here. Koundé. Aimed in towards the centre. Now, who's going to be first to this?
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Nkunku. And here's Thuram. Nkunku. Played out to the left flank. Thuram gets flagged offside. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Mbappe. Koundé. Played into the middle. Johannesson. Fordos. And it's Goodison. Gudjonsson might just make this. Keeper's got good distance on that. Goes forward. Good Johnson. Over to the left. Out to the right. And that's not going to reach. Rabiot. Shifted upfield. Up towards the front line. That has been cut short. And back to the goalkeeper. Saliba. And it's Rabiot. And Koundé. Johannesson. Deftly done. Thuram. Hernandez. Here's Tchouaméni. Oh, good spread. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's heaved away. Pavard. It's Camavinga. Rabiot. Nkunku. Spread out to the left. That's good play. Oh, that's a nice ball. Can you latch on to this? Two minutes to be added on. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Pavard. Hernandez. Moved on forwards. Oh, super fine. Koundé. Camavinga. Now Saliba. And it's Rabiot. Pavard. And that is that. Who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to receive the ball in those little pockets of space.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
That's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Nkunku, it's run loose here. Well timed, excellent interception. Rabiot, forwards and with intent. Tchouaméni. Oh, that's nice. He's in a good position here. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Goes direct to the front line. Saliba. It's Camavinga. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Crossfield changing the point of attack. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. And Koundé. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great hits!
Too dismissive, but from here that looks a harder thing to do.
Koundé. That's Rabiot. Here's Chouameni. Camavinga. Hernandez. And he skips past his man. It's Camavinga. Nkunku. France finding their passes. Running strong and purposeful. He's got away. Can he get away here? That was put a halt to things. The defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. And while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Johannesson. Rabiot gets across to intercept that. Camavinga. Hernandez. Forward it goes. Here's Chouameni. And it's Rabiot. France looking to pass their way through. Nkunku to Rabiot. Now it's Chouameni. Danger averted for now. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Definitely not his best, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rabiot. Iceland so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Saliba. And Tavar. Chouameni. Goes forward. Good Johnson. It's lofted through here. Ringo can claim that. Gently done. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. Now it's Chouameni. Great ball and he's in here. That was very necessary. Here's Chouameni. Nkunku. Oh, that's neat. Clearly challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Thuram. Thuram is steaming forward.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Iceland can counter promptly here. Kuku. He's gone backward here. Chooses to go back. Kunde stood his ground strongly. It's played. Climbs up
Well, that's a move which should be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Saliba. Good Johnson. Out towards the flank. He is just caressing the ball. Clears it out of harm's way. Now it's Thuram. Mbappe. Looking for the runner. And here's Thuram. Big chance! Managed to get it away. And he's had a hit. It's loose. Who's going to get there? Back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, it's come loose. Camavinga. Safety. Chouameni for Kuku. And here's Rabiot. Oh, super. Mbappe!
That's really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Hernandez moved on forwards, and here's Mbappe. Now, can he beat his man? Goes to nothing given. Wilson did well to emerge with the ball. It's a contest to keep an eye on. Rabiot. Thuram. Played out wide. Hernandez with the delivery. It's been blocked clear. And here's Mbappe. Referee has seen that as a dive.
Yeah, it's a good spot. I think the replays will prove he was 100% correct with that decision.
Mbappe has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Gunnarsson cuts it out. Camavinga. It's a good spell of possession, this. Gently done. He's going to be first to this. Just blotting away. Hernandez. Out to the left it goes. Now who's going to be first to this?
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Stood up well to him there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rabiot. And that's a good... There's the hit! Only partially clear. And it's Rabiot. Here's Chouameni. And here's Mbappe.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Camavinga with the short one. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Koundé. There's the shot!
Can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was.
Clears it away. He's tried one! Iceland can start a counter here. Nkunku. Now then, the ball's come loose. Tries to dink it in. That has been knocked clear. Great lead!
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
Hernandez. Chouameni. It's Camavinga. Koundé. Rabiot. Oh, it's come loose.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Ooh, can he get onto this? Saliba gets over and intercepts. Pavard. It's Camavinga. Thuram. Nkunku. Over to the left. Hernandez crosses. He's there to get it away. Koundé for Nkunku. Rabiot. Lovely bit of skill. And that's aimed into the middle. Keeper's dealt with that. And he's managed to get rid. Nkunku. Laid out to the left flank. Oh, sweet feet. Back when it goes. Chance! And it's hoisted clear. Camavinga gets his head to it.
Plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How would you review the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Iceland can be very glad their half-time came when it did. Poor possession and very little firepower means they need a serious pickup in this second half. No guts, no glory.
Keeper's ball. Goodmanson. Johannesson. Saliba. Central pass. Camavinga. Here's Tromeni. And it's Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. And here's Thuram. Can he finish?
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
I think that defence there thought they were in good position, and they had it where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Goodmanson. Johannesson. Spread out to the left. Swung in towards the middle. Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Nkunku. And Koundé. Nkunku. And it's Rabiot. There's the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's been drilled forward.
France are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
Tromeni. Koundé. Great run on the overlap here. And he's there to clear it.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Shifted upfield. Fordos. Johannesson. And it's Goodmanson. Aim forwards. That's Rabiot. Koundé. That is lovely. He can get that clear. Traumeni. Now it's Camavinga. Now it's Traumeni. Cross goes in there. Well read. Danger is averted. Quick ball upfield. Do have a chance to counter here. He has found the way through. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Hernandez. Oh, nice touch. Tries to get it clear. Johnson was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, such a clever touch. Turns and goes back. He's having a go. Beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating. Hernandez. Camavinga.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Iceland not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change. Kuku.
And here's Thuram. Thuram! Now this could be a chance. Oh, good ball. Camavinga. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. It's an exciting looking ball that. Nicely intercepted. Corners. Traumeni, Pavard, Koundé, Nkunku, and here's Thuram. He's going to go all the way. They've got it again for Nkunku. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Thuram. He's had a chance. Forward it goes. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Nkunku! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Last-ditch point-blank header! And that has been plucked away. it's Rabiot. Played long and they could be in here. Johannesson. Oh, good spread. Some good work on the right flank here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hernandez. And here's Thuram. Can he finish? Johnson wants to get on the end of this. He expected better, and so did he. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Thuram! Denied by an instinctive save.
Thuram is offering a right smile there.
It's been taken short. Traoré has a shot. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Great defending, strong and determined. Traoré. Nkunku. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Tries a shot! Goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Themselves a two-goal cushion.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Koundé. Rabiot. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, it shapes the shoots!
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Forwards and with intent. Nkunku. And it's Rabiot. Koundé. Plenty to aim at here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Johnson is onto it in a flash. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, look at shot at goal! Rampant! And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
A position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Chouameni. Crossed into the middle. Keeper has taken. Has a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Could move up a gear here. Plays it from a quarterback position. Saliba. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Incoming cross. Up to meet it!
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, Cuckoo! Shifted upfield. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Clear away. Done. Lings it across. Koundé getting this one clear. That's a little off target.
That was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Real chance! It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Rabiot. It's Camavinga. Aim forwards. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot's on here. Hernandez with the delivery. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Johannesson, good spot, he's seen the run, calmly anticipates. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. It's clear cut, it's a free kick. He's shown a yellow card. And it's Rabiot for Nkunku. Gently done. Nice sequence of passes this. Koundé. straight back. Out to the right. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Try to keep this alive. Played out to the right. And here's Mbappe. It's a decent towering header. It's good distance on it. There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Nkunku. Gudjonsson. And that will be the final act. Tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard not to pick out Benjamin Pavard, Peter. One of his standout strengths, obviously, is his pace, which he uses extremely well in order to deal with all sorts of opponents, especially the speed he's able to press with and recover in situations, both highly...
That's going to go a long way. Trameni. Nkunku, and it's Rabiot. Goodmanson. And it's Goodison. Forwards and with intent. That's been cut out, well played. Mbappe, he's got away. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Iceland present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position there.
France gain their reward with an early goal. On the ball again. Rabiot. And here's Thuram. Over to the left. That is lovely. Camavinga. To orchestrate a counter. Goodmanson crosses. Rabiot. And Pavard. And it's played forward. Camavinga. Passing nice and neat. This has gone, that's foul. It's not taking it long. That's going to be a booking. Camavinga. Saliba. And it's Rabiot. Koundé. Here's Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Hernandez. Great skill, that's nice. Now then, the ball's come loose. That is a brilliant interception. Good Johnson. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Hernandez. Nkunku. And it's Rabiot. Tchouaméni. France. Camavinga with the cross. Gets good distance on it. And it's Rabiot. Iceland suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, I would think, Peter, that this team needs help from the experience within. That should help begin the recovery at least.
And here's Thuram. Spread out to the left. Oh, such a clever touch. No way through, so back it comes. And they can counter here. And he was alert to it. Koundé. Rabiot gets across to intercept that. Koundé. Forward it goes. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nkunku. Mbappe.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
But it gets the job done. A crossfield changing the point of attack. Koundé. Nice control. Might be danger here. Here's Nkunku. And here's
Anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Shifted upfield, just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man.
Iceland really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Stood up well to him there. Tchouaméni. And it's Rabiot, aim forwards. And that is played back to front. Moved on forwards. save. Not the danger. Saliba. Hernandez. Nkunku. Nkunku. Now it's Tura. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Hernandez. And there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And here's to Tura!
Great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Gently done. And here's Mbappe. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Great chance! Clears it away. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, what a Mbappe! Koundé. In comes the delivery. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And with that goal comes comfort! Wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Mbappe simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
France take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Camavinga. And it's Rabiot. Chouameni. It's Camavinga. Camavinga. Tries the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Chance!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Been cleared. Played out to the right. Played back in. Hernandez. It's a great...
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Camavinga with the short one. Oh, it's played into the area. Nkunku. Iceland can start a counter here. Do have a chance to counter here. Interesting. There's the shots! It's come loose here. Best to keep it in play here. Cleared without complication. Nice interception, well timed. Hernandez. Turan. No way through there. Camavinga. Rabiot. Great defending, strong and determined. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Passes short and sharp. Tromeni spots it and intercepts. Kunde gets it clear. Aim forwards. Shifted upfield. Mbappe. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's delightful. Now it's Chouameni. Oh, shoots it! That's a half-decent try. Camavinga moves short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Turan. Here's Nkunku.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Pressing's intense and it's played off. France needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Fired deep towards the back post. Saliba. Iceland are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Goodmanson gets it away. Camavinga. Chouameni. And here's Nkunku. That's tidy. Ball driven towards the far post. He can get that clear. Played long and they could be in here. Defending of the desperate variety. Nkunku. It's Camavinga. Oh, that's nice. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined.
That needed to end with efficiency and incision, and we got neither. Johannesson
moved on forwards. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Nkunku.
And it's played forward. Pass has gone astray. Saliba forwards and with intent. danger averted for now. Showing good feet. France finding their passes. And he's made it! The efforts is not on half-time. So off we go once more.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
And it's Rabiot. Camavinga. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Goodmanson. Thordarson. Johnson chasing after it. Iceland ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Nkunku. Nice sequence of passes this. Knocks it out wide. Back into the middle. Nkunku. And here's Thuram. This is gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and the heart and mouth moment for the taker.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
France find a position of real strength now. That is one way to stop him. Hernandez. Here's Chouameni. Rabiot. Forward it goes. To now the Goodmanson. Ping towards the front line. Saliba cuts out the pass. Hernandez. Laid out to the left flank. Pavard tries to clear. Johannesson. Out to the left it goes. It's played in here. It's always going to be the keepers. Koundé. It's Camavinga. Hernandez. Nkunku. And it's Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. That's good play.
Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
No, again there's no way through. Mbappe. Thuram. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Thuram must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
He's there to get it away. Goodmanson. Oh, that's neat. Pushes it across. That was very necessary. Throw it. Koundé. Now Saliba.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And here's Thuram. Shot a goal! And here's Thuram. Traoré. It's a good spell of possession, this. And here's Thuram. Rabiot.
Within the space that was afforded to him. It wasn't easy, that.
Camavinga. Here's Traoré. Pavard. Now Saliba. And it's Rabiot. Played back in. Oh,
Just had too many bodies around him. He would have done remarkably well to score from there.
Koundé. Forwards and with intent. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Good Johnson. Opts for safety. Here's Gunnarsson. Plays it forward.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Goodmanson. And the keeper's got it again. Pavard. Koundé. Oh, easy pickings there. That's been drilled forward. Moved on forwards. Koundé. Now Saliba. And it's Rabiot. Now Saliba. Rabiot. Shifted upfield. And Pavard. Aim forwards. Hernandez. Of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, whistle's gone, now then. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Who's going to be first to this? Hernandez, massive lead! Spread out to the left. Clearly not happy with that. Pinches it off him. Now who's going to be first to this? And here's Mbappe. Played in with accuracy. Rabiot. Thuram takes on his marker. Hits one. Yes! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He's had it nicked away. Koundé. Hernandez. Camavinga. Hernandez. Camavinga. Gently done. Good Johnson is onto it in a flash. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Gilson. Played towards the front line. Well, that's well spotted. And it's gone back to the keeper. Mbappe. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Tries to get it clear. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Nkunku. He's had a and it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all I want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. France tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will...
Thuram! It's a loose ball. It's a corner. And it's been taken short. And here... Decent hit! Terrific save.
Did so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
Over to the left. And it's Rabiot.
Set him up beautifully.
Mbappe, good spot, he's seen the run. That's the keepers. Good Johnson might just make this. And he's lost his man here. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Thuram. Out to the right. And here's Thuram. And that has been clubbed away. France have it back and they can go again. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. And it's Rabiot. Nkunku. Looking tidy in possession here. Some really good ball movement. Here's Tchouaméni. It's run loose here. Shapes to shoot. And it's played forward. And here's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Played forward. That's been intercepted. Good Johnson. And the return pass. Shifted upfield. Mignon sends that a long way. And the pass is intercepted. Calmly anticipates. Nkunku. No, that is pretty much the end of that. Tchouaméni.
Iceland really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Plays it from a quarterback position. Tchouaméni. Saliba. Gently done. Forward it goes. Clears it away. And now the breakaway. Out to the right. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's been well dealt with. Johannesson. Thordos. Aim forwards. Hernandez. France clearly now in lead preservation mode. Thuram. Johannesson. Driven forward. Saliba makes the interception. Rabiot. Now Saliba. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Good Johnson. Shot could be on. Has a goal! His positioning was spot on. Mbappe. He's found a way past. Nkunku. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. It's intercepted. And it's Rabiot. Nkunku. Goodmanson. Fiddles it through. Oh, super ball. It's anyone's ball now, and that's a fine challenge. And that is it. The referee has seen enough.